built this from nothing. Now it's ours to define. Not just wasted, not just games. This is fire in our veins. Feel the bass, feel the pull. Every second getting full. All the lanes, all the skies. Watch the morning come alive. Lights on and time's out. Turn this moment up right now. Stream on, no backing down. Sing it so we own the sound. This is the calm before the chaos, the breath before the dive, the silence before the roar, the spark before the light. Turn it up, don't blink. This is bigger calm before the chaos, your breath before the dive, silence before the roar, the spark before the light. Turn it up, don't blink.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live and in charge. So we'll count out of green. Here's the Cooks Landscape Group Cup Series Premier Racing here on a Monday night here with SIM500. We love seeing it, love being a part of it. And, of course, and always, we thank you all for being out there, doing what you do, and being the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Good to see Budgie out there. Good to see you all. No matter where you're at, no matter where you're watching from, no matter what you're doing, make sure you reach up at the like button for me. Share the stream out there like SIM500 did. And do the thing. Drivers are out there qualifying here tonight as we run not Michigan, according to the non-updated race information there. Pocono Raceway is where we're at, the Tricky Triangle. The biggest racetrack, I call it the biggest little racetrack, but the biggest racetrack you could ask for here. It is a blast. Hello, making tacos tonight. Jess is making me spaghetti. I've had a day. We've all, if you've been around the Discords, you've been around the personal information. I've had a day, but that's okay. We're going to be doing the thing. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the shake and bake, sir. I appreciate you. Pocono, 2.5 mile length racing surface, 3 different corners, 106 degrees on the track temperature, 76 here on the air temperature at qualifying. It is a fixed setup. They do have 10% extra horsepower, so they have the little extra horsepower package on, 3 sets of tires, 80 laps tonight, no fast repair, 100% fuel. And again, my name is Jason. Signature Esports is the platform. Signature is what people call me, so make sure you do that. Week 16 here in the Pocono scenario. Pocono is a ton of fun. Qualifying is all about get that one lap in. You know, that one big, giant, fast lap. Get yourself up to speed. Get yourself out there working. Make it happen. And, do the thing. Always keep in mind that, these drivers do the thing as much as anybody else. So, thank you to Cooks Landscape Group for being a part of the series. We love seeing business get out there to support sim racing. So, or any kind of venture out there. So, we encourage you to do so. Be a part of it. Take care of things. Do what you do best. It is good. I know. Bree, thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. Yes, signature repeat will happen. And today, folks, I kind of got used and abused. We had to report my debit card stolen because I got a charge on my debit card, and it was a lot of money. And I had to do that. So I'm dealing with quite a little bit of things here. I'm dealing with quite a bit. Not very happy. Pretty angry, actually. But nonetheless, we're going to call some racing. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. We've got a couple of driver cams tonight. David Schildhouse ready to rock and roll. Lightfoot Motorsports giving us a driver cam each and every week. We appreciate them being on board. We're going to be calling some racing tomorrow with them. Tomorrow morning. So we'll be able to see that. Budgie's got a dentist appointment tomorrow. So, Budgie, good luck at the dentist. We love you. We appreciate you. Hope it all goes well. And there's Mr. Cody Harris. Cody Harris is doing the thing. So everybody say thank you to the Ballistic One for bringing down dinner. It looks amazing. She says, ta-da. It looks good. Thank you, baby. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to eat it. It dips well. Cool. All right. She's amazing. So thank you. That I have to wait for Budgie. She can't lose her stream streak. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, she can always log it on her phone if she so chose to. If she said she didn't have to. She does have a pretty long stream streak, doesn't she? Hit FPS, thank you for the follow. Gato, thank you for the follow. I appreciate everybody getting out there again. Kurt, thank you for the follow. Thank you to everybody who's followed recently. I had to go through and do some things on Twitch as well. So yeah, it's kind of cool. We protect that at all costs. I can't do anything about it. I have to keep a stream schedule, but I do want Budgie to be here. So, but at the same time, I gotta do the thing. You know what I mean? I gotta do the thing. Pocono's ready. These drivers are ready, and of course, in always, it is time. Cody Harris is going to be your pole sitter here tonight. David Comstock, your outside pole sitter. Down to row number 2, we will see Justin Fuller and Ty Bass. Row 3 is going to be Chad Coleman and David Schildhouse. Row 4 will be Mr. John Ellis and Eric Arnold. Row 5, we're going to move down and do the thing with Brock Wilson and Nelson Rivera. Row 6 through 12 is going to be Dylan C. Jones and Andrew Cootie. Row 7 through 14th is going to be Rich Beasley, Troy Height. We're going to see Jose Gonzalez out there with Stephen Miles. He's going to be fast here, I do believe. Anthony Calantoni crested into the top 5 in points last week. He is going to be there with Brian Workman to his outside in row 9. Row 10 is going to be Robert Fryery III, Kevin Stone through 20th, 21st through 22nd. Row 11 is going to be Doug Roth and EJ O'Rourke. Row 12 is going to be Charles Woods and John Fowler. Thank you, babe. She brought me hot sauce, too, because, I can't eat anything without hot sauce. Brandon Guerin's going to be out there with Bobby Wetzel in row 13. Row 14 and she's taking dishes upstairs. And Ron Holyfield, Stoney Binfield. I really do have a pretty amazing woman. I'm just saying. Jerry Bergeron's going to be out there with Steve Vest in row 15. Row 16, he's going to be Tyler Dalton and Justin Noblock out there. We're going to see Mark Jorgensen Jr. and Kevin Brown back there in row 17. Row 18 is going to be Bentley Glazer and Logan Kogar. Row 19 is going to be Jason Karlevich and Thomas George. Josh Parker, Glenn Campbell going to make up row 20. Row 21 is going to be Doug Sigmund and Mark Schrader. And final row, Gerald Livingston, your 43rd driver tonight. As they all work hard for their money. All the great things, all the great people, all the fantastic racing you're going to ask for. Here's where your current championship 5 are at top 5 of the championship standings for the regular season. The 90 did not. Daniel Eberhardt did not start today's race. He's going to miss out, so provisional going there as well. Brandon Jones is going to start 11th. He leads in the point standings. Cody Harris is going to start first. He's second for the point standings. Schildhouse 6th in the point standings. And Mr. Calantoni back in 18th, getting inside the top 5 this past week. Love to see it. Love to see it all work.
And bike.
Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. All the good things. Thank you, folks, for all those follows. I appreciate that very much. Continue to make us grow. We are almost at 1,200 followers. We're 2 away. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody for being out there. No matter what you do, no matter how you do it, no matter how you see it, we appreciate you. We do have a 7th going on right now. If you do subscribe, we appreciate you doing it. You don't have to, but it does increase the timer. And we'll make sure that's rolling. So everybody's going to go. All right, they're going. They're green. Let's go, folks. All right, drivers working on board. Here we go. 2 of 80. First lap complete. And already seeing a change for the lead. David Comstock Past Cody Harris. Cody Harris is going to work into the quarter. Justin Fuller all the way down to the bottom of turn 1. 38 and the 20 side by side. Ty Bass working. Schildhouse trying to march his way forward. A good look here at what Mr. Schildhouse is doing. Colin Keister on board just ahead. Ooh, baby. Schildhouse had to get out of the gas there quickly. Big run for the 20. It's going to be right on the back bumper of the 3. Edging as it goes. All right, let's see what Cody Harris is doing. Fastest lap of the race just ran by David Comstock. Cody down into the turn. He's going to have a good turn in. Comstock. Got a great qualifying lap. Now, with the extra horsepower here, the driver's going to be able to run a touch faster. You're not going to be able to escape as much as you would anticipate. But it is how it goes. Let's go for the Budgie Bird. 3 of 80 being completed. 53 seconds lap. We'll see what the tire fall off's going to look like as well. One of the things that we got to keep in mind is the driver's going to jockey for position. It's going to be tough to pass. It's going to be one of those situations that it makes the it's going to make the car have to be managed under throttle. Right now you see Fuller a little sideways. Going to lose some spots. Going to be sideways. Oh, driver's trying to duck, dodgeball Justin Fuller. Holy cow, everybody did. Only one other driver sideways. Maybe 2. Man, caution out for the first time. We'll go far chase here. Actually, we'll go far chase right here. I should get sideways. Just out of the corner, the car snapping on him. And I tell you what, the field right here, oh, man. What a save. Now, John Fowler had an issue. Oh, Bobby was, I just locked it up. That's all it was. A little bit of nose damage. He should be okay. The Ron Hollyfield right there just having a stop. And then from his point of view, look at all this. All the smoke and all the cars just trying to split as they go. There's a look. Steve Miles getting around Justin Fuller here. Whoa. How crazy is that? What a save from the drivers. That was an elite butt puckering right there. That was insane. How crazy was that? Very, very much crazy. Oh, man. 53.09, the fastest lap of the race. 2/100ths of a second separating Cody Harris and Ty Bass. Schildhouse will try to work. Outside lane's the predominant lane that we get to see. A lot of the drivers do kind of do what they do. Chevrolets lead the top 5, with Ellis being the first Ford inside the top 5. Doug Roth, EJ O'Rourke, the first Toyota. He sits in up 12 and 10th. Inside the top 10, 2 Fords, 1 Toyota, and the rest Chevrolet. 7 Chevrolets inside the top 10 right now. Oh, baby. How crazy is that? All right, back to it. I know that we had just a little bit of a drop frame there. I was over there getting my boy to do a internet speed test on his computer for upload purposes. I wanted to make sure that he was good to go. We got him wired in. I think we're going to need a new router at some point. We really do. I think the capabilities are good. I think that the priority on it's just not working the way I want it to. Our router is like 6 years old, though. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. Couple of drivers coming back to pit road. Let's get a little bit more fuel. Maybe just trying to make sure that they can get to the halfway mark. And go a little bit longer. With a caution here, this is gonna force this one to be a little bit. I mean, if they can get a little bit longer, this doesn't become a 2 pit stop race. It becomes a 1 pit stop race. And I think that's one of those concepts that you don't have a tendency to think about until you're out there and you're actually making your laps. It'll be David Comstock, Cody Harris, David Schildhouse, Ty Bass, John Ellis up 2, E.J. O'Rourke up 12. Our charger right now, Logan Kogar up 18, 17 for Josh Parker. Justin Fuller up 25. He's going to have some work cut out for him here. And Troy Height as well. Brian Workman coming off pit road. Bobby Wetzel is going to be coming around still. He's going to be a lap down. Has a little bit of right side damage still, but able to make it happen. Yeah, Pocono, such a great racetrack. Well, I love it. I love seeing it. So, yeah, pass for the lead. They're going to jockey here a little bit. Let's move this up so you guys can see what's going on out there. I want to make sure that we're good to go. Yeah, a little bit of a stutter, and that was intentional. So just remember, we love seeing it. Back at it, green. Evan Stone got a black flag there. There's a checkup that happened. Glenn Campbell got a black flag as well. I think those are clearable. They should be clearable depending on what's happening. E.J. O'Rourke ripping to the outside in 7th. It's going to find that pace. Down the back straightaway, everybody trying to roll in. Chad Coleman, Eric Arnold. That outside lane is something you do not want to give yourself away to. Especially in the early going. Oh, caution back out. Josh Parker around. Ooh. Go back a little bit here. I want to see. It's rewind getting into the tunnel turn. The 80's going to be down. Again, just got into the... Wow! Kogar got into the corner. Got into the left rear of Josh Parker there. Glenn Campbell got involved as well. So I think maybe he had to stop hard here. Got a little sideways. Josh jumping to pit road. Here's Kogar. I want to go from Kogar's point of view and go back here. He got into the corner. He had a big run on the outside. There's a 93. Kevin around on the inside. Rolled into the corner. Yeah, that was just... Yep. Ouchie. Well, that'll be a save moment. David Comstock, your race leader. Schildhouse will be second. Chad Coleman third. And we're all working. All right, Bobby Wetzel. When's your lucky dog there? Excuse me. And saw him come to pit road, get a little extra fixed on the car. Bentley Glazier coming on pit road.
Shake and bake.
Hey, thank you, SIM500 for the like. I appreciate that very much. Joey, how are you doing, sir? I hope you're doing well. David Comstock, David Schildhouse. That'll be your front row. The two Davids getting ready to get it done. Eric Arnold, Chad Coleman, EJ or Cody Harris. Bull sitter Cody Harris trying to manage where he is going, try to manage what he is doing. SIM500.com. If you want to be a part of the Cooks Landscape Cup Series or any series, they do have the WBD Diecast Series coming up here in a couple of weeks. July 8th is the start. We do have a championship race this Wednesday night for the SIM500 Grand National Series. Pretty thrilled about that. Pretty excited to see what's going to happen there, of course. And, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for the fun. Comstock, Schildhouse, Eric Arnold, Chad Coleman. Here's your top 10. Oh, on the active grid there. It'll be the 13, the 20, the 31, 38, 41, 28 to the 87, the 3. Mr. Beasley, Mr. Dylan C. Jones, all working for the top 10. Cody Harris inside the top 10 off the most spots. So is Ty Bass off 4. Cody Harris off 5. And he's going to be looking to try to make sure that he gets in there. A little cloudy sky out there. The cars look fantastic on this racetrack. I will say that the cameras and the skybox for this racetrack is absolutely it's a blast to be able to call this racetrack. I'm just saying. They look so good. They look sad. iRacing got it right. Speaking of getting it right, we're going to be calling a race tomorrow on a brand new track. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We're green. Livingston got a black flag. Bobby Wetzel got a black flag, and I think that was just because of the trying to get up there. Schildhouse trying to make the pass for the lead. Comstock backing up the corner. 13 trying to roll for a crossover. It's going to be right there in tow. And here we go. Schildhouse out front. O'Rourke at 41, pushing as hard as he can on the outside. Chad Coleman looking to dip on the inside. Tunnel turn, very fast turn. 31, a little free. They get fanned out. They're 3-4 wide back here. Trying to drop it in the corner. 21 of John Ellis there on the inside. 4 wide. Coming out of turn 3, back to 3 wide. And they are getting salty. Trying to keep it off the wall. Kevin Brown, middle 3 wide on the 26, the 22. There's the 84 of Cal Antonio on the inside, front straightaway. In excess of 200 miles an hour for these drivers. They are doing all that they can to master it. David Comstock trying to make the pass for the lead on the 13 all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Schildhouse able to get himself up there. Comstock sent it into turn 1, try to turn down underneath. And this track, once you figure out the high lane for race defense, you're going to be tough to pass, but you got to save the tire and you got to save the ingenuity of what they've got going on. The 20, the 13, the 38, the 28, the 31. Here's that speed down the front straightaway. 194, 195. There it is. There's that 200 mile an hour mark. 203 getting into turn 1. Schildhouse, fastest lap of the race, just ran 52.75. And they were all on point. How about it, folks? How about it? Indicated in purple, 52.74 and some change. Schildy trying to make it work. Back here in the back, Nelson Rivera off 4. How about Kevin Brown? He's up 22 spots. He is already charged forward. Fuel mileage for everybody. Again, you look at the bottom right, Kevin Brown looking at trying to make it happen. I mean, they're trying to make it happen here. They're trying to find as many spots as they can and save a little bit of tire along the way. My last win in iRacing actually came at Pocono in the trucks. At an official race. I was so happy. I was thrilled. I had such a good time. I'm just saying, Pocono can be a great racetrack. I was content to finish third, which is where I was running when that all happened. So, you know, we'll see what it is. All right. In the corner, how about Stephen Miles off the spot? Try to work there with Mr. Beasley off 3. Justin Fuller's off 12. He is hard charged. He's going to be there on the inside of the 10. They'll be door to door. Little door banging right there. No big deal. 16 of the 80 being complete. It was fun. It was almost a year ago. I don't do too many officials. I need to try to do some officials. I really do. That'll be something that we work on. How about Mr. Harris? Cody Harris back and forth. EJ Rourke up 17. They've gotten single file all the way back. You see Gerald Livingston just exiting turn 1. Out of the short straightaway, or I say short straightaway. It's not the short straightaway. It's the second shortest straightaway. Getting into the tunnel turn. Here comes the short chute. This is the short chute. Getting from the tunnel turn to turn 3. Drivers shifting, trying to make sure they're good, and then on the corner exits. Turn 4? Turn 4. What are you talking about? It's Pocono. So there's a content creator out there. There's a content creator out there. His name is Breakhard. He does a lot of NASCAR content, right? And there are things that I agree with him on, and there are some takes on him that I know he's just doing it for clicks. And he angers me. I don't know why he angers me, but he does. Just his sense of sarcasm is dry. And it kind of angers me. And I mean that with, sometimes he's just good. I think I don't know if he's a Denny bro or if he's a Denny Hamlin fan, but, and he focuses so hard on conspiracy theories in NASCAR that it's almost ridiculous. And then he wanted to say that Pocono has. He's like, his argument is that Pocono has 5 turns. Well, in all technicality, the way that NASCAR has been looked at, right? Most ovals have 4 turns, right? Even though you're turning left one time all the way around from each straightaway, you technically could say that most 1.5-mile tracks have 3 turns. You have the front, what would be the front straightaway would be the tri-oval area. Technically is a turn. You have turn 1, which goes all the way around to the back straightaway. And then you have turn 3, which goes from the back straightaway all the way around to what would be technically the front straightaway, tri-oval / whatever. Pocono being deemed three different turns. If we went with the NASCAR side of things, how they do score things, turn 1 is the entry of the corner. Turn 2 is the exit of the corner. Technically, Pocono would have 6 turns. In all technicality. However, I don't feed into that. I don't care. But it bugs the crap out of me. Cody Harris on the move. Toyota trying to work forward. There is Chad Coleman just ahead. Anyway, I don't know. You tell me. What do you think, folks? What do you think about what is Pocono? Pocono just 3 turns? Because it technically is. Or are you a believer that that this should be called more than 1 turn? Also, do you follow Breakhard? And do you care? He just irritates me. I don't know why he irritates me. I don't have anything against him. I think he has some solid opinions. But, you know, he's just a little weird. Maybe it's just a little weird for me to be obsessing. I'm not really obsessing, but I don't care. Anyway, I just call iRacing broadcast. What do I know? Shieldhouse, 0.3 of a second here. The higher, the 10% higher horsepower package, trying to make that the next step be the right way, right? Coleman, E.J. O'Rourke, Cody Harris back on the inside, trying to roll the bottom. Again, trying to manage tires. I think that's one of the things here. You could run the outside lane, but how far back do you need to work? Brock Wilson, these John Ellis, they're trying to work together. How about Kevin Brown inside the top 10, up 24 spots? Justin Fuller, again, came in, got that little bit of nose damage that he might have had. Fixed, got a little bit of fuel, trying to work to the outside of the 31. Second lane here on corner exit. Fuller's going to be there, but he's going to be smacking the wall. Everybody trying to fan out. There they go. Oh, Fuller on the inside. He's going to get in and take him out. Wow. Fuller was destroyed. 31 on the inside. We're going to have to just back up from there. He just basically all that forward that one. So 31 on the inside. Going to run tight here. It's in the wall. 31 goes to come up. Oh, to try to clear Justin Fuller and just didn't time it very well. And the 31 goes around. Man. Ouch. Oh, yeah, I think it's... I know it's technically 3 turns. It's Pocono. It says 3 turns. But, you know, I just had to... I saw his post last week and was like, man, you know, could be a hot take from me. Maybe I need to make those TikToks. I don't know. All right, I gotta snag a bite to eat before it gets too cold. I'll be right back. Oh, I get it, Budgie. I get it. Budgie could give us insight on what people say for clicks. I came across your feed and you eye rolled and scrolled. Some opinions are worth the debate. I think it's worth the debate, but some opinions are not. Oh yeah, that's what it says. Not worth the debate. Sorry, let me read my own chat correctly. The one thing I will say is, and this is an opinion slash. It may be a popular opinion or an unpopular opinion. Since we've gone to the chase format, the one thing that I've wanted to see go away is the predictability of races. Stage racing has made the racing predictable by every stretch of the imagination. So I like seeing the drivers get out there and push their cars harder. To me, it seems like NASCAR is saving money by doing stage racing, even though they're technically having longer broadcasts because of it. I think that the team owners are saving better money because of that. I don't know. Troy Height was your race leader. You got the restart there. Doug Roth will get a black flag. I think this is just a restart violation. Trying to make sure that everybody gets in there. It's a big track to be able to get caught back up. Shieldhouse, Troy Height. Height on the outside. 28 rolling. 13 of Comstock there on the inside. Big run. And don't look now. There's the Andrew Cootie. There's Kevin Brown up 28. He's gotten himself up into the mix. He's going to go to the outside. Tunnel turns. 15, a little free underneath. Hill 9 and Dylan Jones. Pushing it into the corner. But don't get me wrong. I do some sketchy things for a Klondike bar, right? But I'm not going to say something I completely do not agree with for clicks. Oh, no. EJ. A great save there. They were 3 wide off corner exit, 87 of the 15. They were pinched 3 wide. It was almost a dangerous situation. But they fan it out. They make it work. The driver I said that I thought was going to be fast here. Here it is. Who wouldn't do something sketchy for one? Yeah, I mean, it's a Klondike bar. Come on. People do worse things for donuts. But I mean, I think that's the mindset that we always have to remember, right? There's so much more. And I think that's what's great about racing is you can find yourself you can find yourself in a like-minded scenario or like-minded conversations, and you can also have disagreements. I was telling Jess earlier that this might be the year that Denny Hamlin actually wins his championship, and if he does, then cool. I think he's to the point now that it would definitely capitalize his career. And if he does, he does. Right? I'm good with it. If he doesn't, he does it. Who would I rather see though win a championship? Would I rather see Tyler Reddick or Christopher Bell? If I look at the Toyotas, who do I want to see win a championship? I would rather 20 free off corner. 28's gonna have a run here. I would rather see Tyler Reddick win the championship. He started off the season strong. He's been consistent. He's in good form, and I'm a fan of the man. So that's a situation that you don't that you don't see. So you don't like Klondike bars, but you would definitely do something sketchy for a drumstick. Hey, I like now. Okay. Ice cream of choice. So I like the Snickers ice cream bars, but if I were to have like a novelty ice cream, the drumstick. Do you like it with or without the nuts? That's the question. You want to do clickbait debates? I'm not really into. I don't know if I'm really into debating people about the rules of NASCAR, but I'm more into. We got to caution out. Oh, man. I'm more into the debates of Nelson Rivera. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Glenn Campbell right there went for a ride. Glenn Campbell had the 6 run on the outside. A little free from the 44. 6 runs the outside. Big run on the outside. Gonna be, it's kind of a pinch moment there. He's gonna have to pop himself off, and 6 just continues to throttle up. That was plenty of time to be like, all right, he's on my nose. Lift a touch, get back into play, right? Yeah, that's just a misread. And then right there, man, you're going as hard as you can, and then right there, he in the 27. Dang it, Glenn Campbell, Robert Fryery the third, and then the 1 hard hit there for the 1. Jerry Bergeron right there. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Nowhere to go there. And that was, again, the 27 of Robert Fryery III after the fact. Watch this. He's got a destroyed left front. Out of the corner, kind of just minded his own business. Goes low, and then, oh, man. Yeah, that left front's so broken. Can't turn into the corner. Ouch. Shieldhouse, your race leader. 4th caution of the race. We are 50 laps to go. We're through 30 of them this next time by. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, people telling me there's a budgie copter. Holy cow. It's like people telling me their favorite baseball team, right? And to me, it's not about whether or not their baseball team is better than mine. In my opinion, having a conversation about baseball in this day and age is awesome. Because, it's America's pastime, but to me, it seems like America's pastime is getting forgotten more times than not. Did you know that the Carolina Hurricane won the NHL championship? Nobody knows. It's Kogar time. I like it. There's Striker out there. We all knew that the Knicks won the NBA championship. This is the first year that I've actually paid attention to basketball in probably more than a decade. So knowing that the Knicks, first time in 53 years, win the NBA championship, it's pretty awesome. But that isn't the conversation that we should be having, right? I know how my football team's doing right now. Yeah, everybody forgets about. It just seems like the NBA has lost traction in rural communities. I mean, in the big cities, yeah, I mean, it's got all the traction you could ask for. But in the rural communities, nobody cares. But everybody cares about NASCAR. Who's my football team? I'm a Rams fan. I've been a Rams fan since I was 9. My dad is a Chargers fan, and when the Rams were in LA before they moved to St. Louis, that was my team. And then they moved to St. Louis. It became even cooler, and they won some Super Bowls. Moved back to LA, won some more Super Bowls, and it's a good team. No, you could be a Bears fan. You could be a Bengals fan. You could be a Raiders fan. We could talk football all day long. I'm a fan of people like. We lived in Illinois growing up for the most part. I was a Bears fan. I like the Bears. You're a Patriots fan? Yeah. I mean, so I'm a fan of the franchise when it comes to the Patriots, right? I'm not a fan of Bill Belichick. And Bill Belichick coaches the football team for the college I went to. I went to the University of North Carolina. And he's their head coach of their football team. Just not a fan of Bill Belichick. But I don't have to be. I could be a Patriots fan all day long. Tom Brady was the best weapon they ever had. And then, I mean, Edelman, you got Gronkowski out there. Like that whole slew. Everybody wants to put a lot of pressure on Tom Brady for that. But I'm going to say that Tom Brady had all the weapons that you could ever ask for in the run that they had. And absolutely fantastic football. Not a fan of the Pats. I won't root for them unless they're playing the Chiefs, and then I'm absolutely going to root for them. The only football team I won't root for, folks, is Kansas City Chiefs. And the only baseball team I won't root for is the Kansas City Royals. In my lifetime, I would love to see an I-70 World Series. Bree, aren't you a fan of Seattle? I'm a fan of Seattle. I think Seattle Seahawks are good. They won the Super Bowl this last time. Yeah, exactly. 28 on the inside. Kevin Brown trying to work. Drivers to cool the tires off. Back at it, green. Cody Harris drawing dead even down to the back straightaway. Up to try to get in behind. The 20 came down to change a little bit there. I don't know if he was trying to change the side draft or throw a little dirty air on the nose of the 28. But Schildhouse, caution, doing exactly what he needs to do. Caution back out. You grew up a Raider fan? Hey, Raiders are good. Hey, I got Raider memorabilia. Oh, a stack up right there. Oh, the 5 in front of the 98. He just locked him up. Oh, no. So the 21 to the 31 right here is Eric Arnold. He's getting ready to get into the tunnel turn. 46 backed off 21 right into the back bumper. And the 5 just got on the day. I don't know if, hold on. We got to go. He's getting ready to turn into the corner. I know he's going to brake hard here. Let's listen. Downshifts. Hard of the brakes, and that thing just snapped on him. Oh, man. Ouchie. Oh, don't back up. I can go now. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with the Raiders. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, Bree, you're going to have to redo your character. All of us are. What I might do is I might actually just delete my characters and then just start from scratch. Get everybody all hooked up. Do the thing. Oh, man. About all those things. All those things. All right, they're going to go one more back around. I'll be right back. All right, we're ready to go. Let's do it. We gone. We green. Boom, baby. 93 to the 28. Good push for the 93. Stephen Miles looking on the inside. Middle of the second lane. Andrew Cootie up on the outside. Kevin Brown getting tight there. To the 87. Right there on the back bumper. Everybody trying to get single file as quick as possible. Ty Bass there on the inside. Looking at the tunnel turn. Woo, baby. '93 parking in the middle right there. A big run, 93 all the way down. You see Ty Bass gonna slide right back up. Cody Harris on the bottom. Hey!
Let's go racing, boys!
Thank you for the gift of sub, Budgie. I appreciate you. We're halfway there. Did you know that, folks? We're halfway to my goal. Thank you for the gift of sub. I appreciate that very much. All the love. The mono. Oh, wrong one. Oh, wrong buttons. Good buttons. Mano y mano. Driver cam, a driver cam. Schilde working. Andrew Cootie just behind. 29 spots gain. Hard charger right now. Kevin Brown getting it into the corner. Andrew Cootie looking on the inside. It's Cody Harris right there as well. Everybody trying to funnel up. Well, you're at least going to be able to go back to the original when we created it before. So you'll be able to go back. We'll see how it goes. See how it beeth. All right, drivers working as hard as they can. Let's go to it. Let's see what drivers are doing. Thomas George. That's 6 machine up 17. Gerald Livingston up 18. He's in 25th. There's right back there, 67 of Mark Schrader. See the 16 of Brandon Garand right there on the outside. How about those Red Bull racing machines? 74, Brian Workman. We got to talk to him yesterday, the other day, Saturday. Finishing on a podium spot. Love seeing him out there running. He's always trying to make sure he's saving enough fuel to make it happen. Shieldhouse, Cody Harris. Last caution, drivers came in. Elroy came in, served a penalty there. Got a lot of the damage worked on. We'll see how he's going to be working. 35 when Doug Sigmund came in. Not enough to make it on fuel, but, be able to run a little bit longer. Right now, you just kind of have to run it out and find yourself winning that race on pit road. How about Dylan C. Jones? Fastest lap of the race just ran. Let's give you the official report from the timing tower. Yeah, well, it'll show he's in 6th. It'll show in a second whenever it cycles back around. Dylan C. Jones, give it on 22. Drivers are running about the same lap times they were running before. Yeah, 52.72. A little extra horsepower, making it work. Right now, Harrison Schildhouse starting to gap the field a little bit as they get to work. Dylan C. Jones holding on to 6. Ty Bass, David Comstock working. EJ O'Rourke up 13. Tyler Dalton The old 19, he's up a little bit here. Getting into the corner has Chad Coleman off 5 just ahead of him. Dalton through the gears, trying to make it work. Again, a reminder the drivers have. Oh, caution is out. What is going on with the telemetry? Troy Height, Jerry Bergeron. Right there. Troy right here on the 46. The 1 is right. Hold on, we'll go up to the 1. Jerry looked on the inside of the 71. That is John Fowler. Got a little tight. 46 would run on the outside. The 1 comes up, wasn't quite clear. Or just 46 had a big run there, filled that gap, and the 1 wasn't ready for it. So just a racing deal there. They're really, it works. Some great things. Great things. 6th caution of the race, halfway through it. Be 38 laps to go. This time, drivers should be able to come to pit road, get a little bit of fuel. The magic sauce, the magic man, the SIM500. Echo Cook's Landscape Group and all the partners, sponsors, and affiliates of the SIM500 series. Love seeing it. Tomorrow night, I was going to talk about this earlier, or later, but we talk about it now. Tomorrow night, we get to see the first race at the Naval Base at Coronado. The Chop Shop Racing Truck Series is going to run that tomorrow night. SIM500 will be here next week. And I'm excited. It's a new track. It's a new adventure for me. The 5's going to be your lucky dog. He is going to be back on the lead lap, so he'll come back around. He's got some nose damage to still work on. Pretty excited about that. So we're gonna learn that track together, folks. It's gonna be cool. SIM500 had the championship race on Wednesday night. And then Thursday we have the Leadfoot Motorsports ARCA Series. It starts. They've got their 20-week race schedule. That'll be Thursday. We have some daytime streams tomorrow and Thursday as well, and Wednesday. We'll get that timer up and running. And then WBD Diecast, their truck series for SIM500 starts here in a couple of weeks. I'll be excited about that. All right.
Running a subathon on Twitch is literally...
Okay. Oop, I got to import a string. Sorry. All right, 41 to the 20 on the outside, the 28 and the, I'm sorry, not 28, the 87 to the 24 on the inside. Newest tires in the field, Brock Wilson, John Ellis, Thomas George, Cody Harris. Some drivers taking 2 tires. All right, let's go. Shieldhouse, Andrew Cootie, E.J. O'Rourke, Stephen Miles, Eric Arnold, Doug Roth, Jose Gonzalez, John Fowler, Wilson Ellis. We're going to green. Shieldhouse has led 33 of these laps. Let's see who's going to be able to throw it into the corner here. Andrew Cootie down the bottom. Runs that second lane. 41, little wiggle at him there. E.J. O'Rourke gets back up to speed. 31 will dive to the inside. Jose Gonzalez has moved his way back up to the mix. He's trying to hold on to everything he's got. Ooh, 31, 41, 41. Sends the tunnel turn like it's the I-55. Harley, how you doing? Dr. Harleen out there. We love her. She's amazing. Welcome back over. Good to see you, dear. Good to see you. 47 laps to go. Budgie, the RP server, it was messed up due to a conflict in a script. But yes, everything's kind of going downhill at the moment, but it'll be good. So that subathon timer right there, 19 hours 35 minutes. We're gonna start a new one. We're gonna do something different with it. I didn't know that I could be. I didn't know that I could do all this from my streamer bot. So, yep. Hey!
Baby, let's go racing, boys!
Hey, with the gifted sub, but good Dr. Harleen. Thank you. W in the chat. Stephen Miles, fastest lap of the race, a 52.66 here at Pocono. SIM500 Cooks Landscape Group Cup Series doing the thing. We're gonna get it all taken care of. We're going to get it all taken care of. It will be it'll be a form factor, that's for sure. You've been looking for a chicken costume, you can't find any for fun. So I've been working. So here's what I've been doing for. I've been working on creating a nug, a penguin, and I can for 5M, but I can look at the clothing option for a chicken suit. I've been trying to do something behind the scenes, but life happens. Eric Arnold, a little blink there. Doug Rothwood, John Ellis, Cody Harris. Ellis came in. I think he took fuel only on 43. Tires for Cody Harris. He's going to be able to try to outlast this one. It's a good shot to save some fuel if you're any of these drivers. Kevin Brown behind. If it runs green to the end, drivers like David Shieldhouse, they're going to have to come to pit road. Overalls and a yellow shirt can do. There you go. Yeah, the 5M server is still. I still gonna keep. If I have to shut it down for a week or two, I'll shut it down for a week or two. But it's still gonna be something that I'm working on. Try to make sure I don't want to be. I don't want to give up that project. That project is kind of mine. It's my kryptonite. It really is. Yep. Kevin right there with a 71, trying to close in. Early break for the 09, 93 to throttle back up. John Fowler in the 22, seeing the 09 dip on the inside. Dylan C. Jones, Kevin Brown will be door to door here. Kevin Brown down the side draft to pull the 09 back. '93 looking on the outside of the 71. 71, oh, going around. Save for John Fowler. But at what cost? He's there on the inside. It's a little free. A little left front damage at the interior wall there, but up and running. Yeah, I see Brian Workman going around. The 20 to the 24, the 87. 29 laps to go here at Pocono. The SIM500 Cooks Landscape Group Cup Series. Showing what they've got in store. The driver's still working. They've gone single file, little battles everywhere. 80 to 38, to the 13 to the 60. Big picture here for Anthony Calantoni. Just make sure he gets it to the end. Got about 7 drivers ahead of him that are going to pit for sure. Gonzalez will need to pit. And if anybody's out there saving, like John Ellis right here, they're saving in the draft and shifting less. That would be right, it is. All the W's in the chat for all the fine folks. Andrew Cootie in tow. Cootie looking for a little bit of clean air there. Up into the back bumper to the 20. See what the 20 does here. Andrew going to the outside. They split each other here. Andrew with a big run to the back bumper of the 20. Down and looking for the side draft into the tunnel turn. Gives a lot of room here. Schildhouse will see Cootie try to get clear here. We'll be able to do so. So the 87 taking over the lead. Schildhouse to push into the corner. Early break. 24 has to dig there. The 24 with a big run. Looking on the outside. Trying to work as much as they can. Andrew Cootie down. He's going to lead. Trying to separate himself. Stephen Miles up high. Trying to break the draft of these cars on the front straightaway when you're at 200 miles an hour. It's a challenge. Stephen Miles to the bottom. Miles with a good run here. Able to draw almost dead even. Be right up into the back bumper. Looking to try to save and change. You saw Andrew break the draft. First driver we've seen do that already. They'll have a green flag pit stop that they are going to need to take care of. As Schildhouse gets into the corner. 41 of E.J. O'Rourke working up over the outside lane. Look at the run for the 41 here. Miles back on the outside. He's going to get clear. Stays in the draft. Pulls the 41. E.J. O'Rourke clears the 20. And Stephen Miles goes to work. Stephen Miles way up the racetrack here. Finds that head of steam. Schildhouse, E.J. O'Rourke. Seeing them work together, you find the 31 right behind him. 22 spots gained for the 60. Brock Wilson back here as well. Chad Coleman, Logan Kogar, they are trying to freight train this line forward. Little free back here for Rich Beasley, but he is still on the move. Tyler Dalton up 11. Brendan Garrett up 4. Bobby Wetzel up 4 as well. Troy Height off 9. They're all kicking butt. How about it? 87. Seeing the 24 close in the gap here. 24 within a 10th. There to turn into the bottom. Going to try to turn underneath. This will be the side draft. 87 will be able to clear there. And that's a lot of ground saved for the 20. He's going to have a big run getting into the tunnel turn here on the 24. 24 up and out. Trying to hold. Andrew Cootie about a half second the gap. We'll see if they try to close it back down. 31 of Eric Arnold sends it in, ships it in down to turn 3. 26 of Jose Gonzalez, same concept. 41 with a low lane crossover there. Everybody finds their way up into the field. John Ellis, Cody Harris, Kevin Brown, Dylan C. Jones, Logan Kogar back here leading that next pack of drivers. 24 laps to go. It is kind of crazy. It is kind of insane. It's kind of fun. And you all have my heart. I'm going to be right back. Use the facilities and take a small hydrate break. Grab your popcorn. We're far from done. We got 24 laps to go here at Pocono for the SIM500 Cooks Landscape Group Cup Series. Since I've been gone, Stephen Miles has taken over the lead, half second the gap between he and Andrew Cootie. Eric Arnold in third, Schildhouse in fourth, Jose Gonzalez in fifth. John Ellis has worked his way up to sixth. Cody Harris, EJ O'Rourke. Again, the timing when it comes to fuel, it's starting to dwindle down. Some of the drivers are going to be starting to shake and bake and get themselves on pit road. Eric Arnold, one of those drivers. And again, when you start looking at fuel mileage right now, drivers are 16 laps to go. They've had a couple of cautions in between all this. Stephen Miles, one of those drivers doing it. Again, our fuel calculator that we have for our telemetry doesn't take in consideration what happens when it comes to the fuel mileage when it comes to caution. So it would just plug in a number and just kind of go from there. So we've seen 6 cautions in this race. Right now we're running green. Cody Harris right behind EJ O'Rourke. You see Andrew Cootie coming to pit road. Stephen Miles going to go one more round. David Schildhouse as well. Gonzalez in tow. John Ellis up 3. EJ O'Rourke up 17. How about Kevin Brown still working that hard charger? So is Logan Kogar. Jason Karlovich is going to be out there in that 60. He's up 25 himself. So everybody trying to be the master class here. Doug Ross came in on 23. See Kogar on the outside. Chad Coleman on the inside. It's a battle here for 9th. Brandon Garrett up 5. Mark Schrader up 21. Gerald Livingston up 21. Ty Bass is off 19. He's still trying to work his way back forward. A lot of laps still left, but running out of time to think about coming to pit road. 3/4 of a second. Schildhouse. Stephen Miles, they'll come to pit road this time by. Stephen Miles getting down. Again, want to talk about the track here. Pit road speed limit of 55 miles an hour, and the new pit speed limit that has been in effect. It's a change. Joey, thank you for the like, sir. Bob Bath, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I didn't see. I had to step away for a moment. I had to grab something to drink and refresh everything. John Ellis is your race leader. Gonzalez in second. He came in a lap 30, and he's been out there pretty close to the longest that we've seen. Thank you, Bob Betts. I thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. I hope you all had a wonderful stream. Hope it was fantastic. Hopefully you were able to get out there and get you some dubs in the iRacing platform. 26 looking to the back bumper of the 21. Cody Harris, Dylan C. Jones, Kevin Brown. Everybody holding on. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. That raid, just a few. You had to. As soon as I stepped out, you had to have had the raid. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. Jose Gonzalez is probably going to go another lap or two. He came on 30. Most of the field that is already pitted. They came on Stephen Miles coming in on 66. He came in, took right sides, and a full tank of gas, or as close to a full tank of gas as you could get. Eric Arnold came in, full set of tires. Andrew Cootie, a full set of tires as well. EJ O'Rourke, Justin Oblock back here, Doug Roth. Everybody managing. Welcome in. Thank you, Joey, for the like. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Much love to you. I appreciate that. I know. We gotta thank you, Budget. I saw it on the alerts when I sat down. I was like, good Lord. That was the worst time for me to have to go use the restroom. I had to use the restroom, folks. That's what I had to do. I had to go use the little boy's room. I drank enough water throughout each race that it's that some I say the old man bladder gets to me, but that's pretty much what it is. Cody Harris, Dylan C. Jones, closing in on John Ellis here. Fuel numbers could be tight. We'll see who's going to be able to do what. Harris on the inside of the 26. Getting into turn 3, dropping into the corner. The 09 trying to work. 26 throttles back up. 26 will see the 09 there. 26 will have a run with the 28. 28 finds John Ellis in the draft. 28 slides back up. Bergeron jumped to pit road on 67. Brandon Garrett up 9. Kevin on 43 himself, so there's a lot of drivers trying to manage what they've got. How about Stephen Miles? David Schildhouse, they've worked themselves to 27th and 28th. Nelson Rivera's in 29th. Andrew Cootie, AJ O'Rourke, a little battle side by side. 41. Ooh, up and out of the gas. It's going to get tight. A big run for the 41 there. But Andrew Cootie will be able to look on the inside. Chevrolet, Toyota. He's got a Ford on the outside. Nelson Rivera trying to work. Yeah, the old man stuff. Gonzalez to pit road. So John Ellis will have Cody Harris, Dylan C. Jones. Cody Harris was your pole sitter. He's doing what he does and how he does it. 21 a little free right there. Big run for the 28. Gonna look on the inside. Big side draft there. Two-tenths of a second. Dylan C. Jones just behind as you look on board. Cody Harris. Now with clean air once again. Down to pull the side draft. Or down to pull the or break the draft. Side draft back here. Out of 3 and 4. Check in on our good friends back here as well. There's Schildhouse in 27th. He is trying to catch up to Stephen Miles. On the pit strategy, 9 laps to go. If it runs green, they stayed out as late as they could. Okay. All right, everybody. 8 laps to go. Cody Harris out front. Dylan C. Jones in second. John Ellis in third. Kevin Brown. Seeing, Jason's catching up here. There's an opportunity here for Calantoni as well. Again, join the top 5 in the point standings this past week. Tyler Dalton up 24. Kogar up 26. Thomas George up 27. Right behind him, Brock Wilson. Those two forwards, if they can get nose to bumper and they can start shoving. Like David Comstock down here looking on the inside of the 38 and inside the tunnel turn. A lot of room, but the 38 is going to be right there for a crossover. You see the 13 get a little wiggle out of the car. It's going to draw the drivers from behind. Try to close them back in. Comstock came it on 43. Kogar sees Tom George on the inside, the 6. Able to get he's got the car fixed. He's working everything he can. 4/10 of a second for Harris. 6 laps to go here at Pocono. Kevin Brown up 30, 32 for Karlovich. Half second separates those two. Backing through the field. Steve Vest up 7. Troy Height off 8. Stody Bidfield up 7. How about Ron Hollyfield at 45? Having a better day, up 7 as well. Bentley Glazer into 36, up 16. Gerald Livingston, love the man. Our Canadian is out there. He's up 26 as Mark Schrader just ahead of him. Brandon Garand up 10 inside the top 15. Going to keep himself nice and calm. BG Graphics on board that fine folk. Ain't nothing but a thing. We appreciate everybody. Again, thank you to everybody out there for watching wherever you're watching, no matter how you're watching. We appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, I encourage you to make sure you hit that settings icon and find yourself and that 4K button. 28 up out of the corner. The 09 is closed in the gap here. We're going to chase each other a little bit. Scrub the tire. Dylan C. Jones trying to make it happen. 5 laps to go to the battle for the lead. Within 0.3 of a second out of the tunnel turn. Cody Harris managing what he can. And if they're even remotely close on fuel, Dylan in the draft is good to see. Trying to follow in the footsteps. Dylan C. Jones able to send it into turn 1 a little deeper. On the wall, it's going to get a little sideways. That's going to be a rethink the process. He sent it into that corner. Fast. Cody Harris, a little breathing room here.
Here we go. Green flag.
And working Baji.
Let's go racing, boys.
Thank you for the gifted sound of Bob Bath TV. We love them. We appreciate them. They're amazing human beings. And make sure that they rated us. So make sure that you give them a follow, folks, because their growth of their platform is just as important as the growth of our platform. That's the way I feel about everything when it comes to content creation. So everybody should grow together. That's the way I see it. 3 laps to go. Kevin Brown, Jason Karlavich, Callan Tony, Tyler Dalton, they have pushed as hard as they can. Fell to birth for a top 5. John Ellis has a 0.6 of a second difference here from him to Kevin Brown. Kevin, the WBD die-cast Ford Mustang. Got to make sure that they are not doing too much to separate themselves. Stephen Miles and Schildhouse up to 24th. And Steve Vest into pit road. So another spot gained for both of those drivers. Cody Harris came to pit road on 43. Maybe we don't know how much fuel they've got. Well, they don't have much. John Fowler put himself a meatball flag, and I think that is a tire-related meatball flag. To take a look, his engine blew. Never mind. Scratch what I was saying. Cody Harris right behind the 22. Nelson Rivera keeping on 43 as well, trying to make it and trying to find it. 22 from the start of the race. Nelson wrapped up in one of the cautions earlier. The senior leader here. With 2 laps to go. Up and around the tunnel turn into turn 3. All the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Cody Harris coming around. All he has to do is just make it to the end. 0.75 of a second to Jones. White flag waves. Final lap. Pocono showing up tonight, being the best it is. 0.6 of a second as they clutch into the corner. Dylan C. Jones just behind. Opportunity to help the draft. The 09 gets the run. 0.75 of a second it be. Into the tunnel turn they go. Trying not to sputter here. They don't have enough fuel. I think they're fine. I think they had plenty. Give it on 43. That's enough to make it. So they all decided they were going to start coming in when it came to that caution. Cody Harris, final time out of turn 3. Onto the front straightaway. Cody Harris is going to find himself into the win. Cody Harris, winner at Pocono. Dylan C. Jones, second. John Ellis will finish third. Kevin Brown fourth. Karlovich in fifth. Calatoni, Dalton, David Comstock, Brock Wilson, Chad Coleman, your top 10. Cody Harris in a big celebration here. Well deserved for the 28. He is an Ohio State fan. We love seeing it. Twitch, I know you're still out there. Make sure you stick around after the fact. You know what we're going to do? We're going to raid you out after we talk to these drivers. And we get through this. So make sure you stick around. I want to make sure that we share our community with everybody else. So stick around, folks. We got some things. Much love. Cody Harris, your race winner. Let's take a look at your race results. Presented by Crooks Landscape Group and the SIM500 series. And our awesome fam, the Julu. Hold on.
Gotta get a Julu, that's what I'm gonna do. Wanna get it with you. Gotta get a Julu. So many amazing flavors. Kind of treat that's like no other. A cool place, cool taste, gotta get it. Once you do, your mouth won't forget it. Julu, gotta get a Julu, that's what I'm gonna do. Wanna get it with you. Gotta get a Julu.
Gotta get a Julu. Find a local distributor near you. That's what it is. We love it. That'll be stuck in your head for the next 10 hours. So Cody Harris led 10 laps tonight. He was your pole sitter. That's exactly where we saw it. Karlovich up 32 spots is your hard charger tonight. Most laps led David Schildhouse. Stephen Miles, your fastest lap of the race. And then Cody Harris, of course, that pole position. 6 caution was over 18 laps, 8 green flag lead changes over 8 different leaders. And pretty awesome. Cody Harris, Dylan C. Jones, John Ellis. That'll be your top 3 tonight. Kevin Brown, Jason Karlovich in 5th. Calatoni, Tyler Dalton, David Comstock, Brock Wilson, and Chad Coleman in 10th. Thomas George, Logan Kogar, Bobby Wetzel, Rich Beasley, Brandon Garand, your top 15. Schrader, Livingston, Ty Bastrod, Hollyfield, Bentley Glacier, your top 20. Benfield, Troy Height, David Schildhouse, Stephen Miles will be all the way through 25th with Gonzalez right behind him a lap down. Cody O'Rourke, Brian Wertman, Doug Sigmund, Doug Roth, your top 30. Eric Arnold, Nelson Rivera, Steve Vest, Justin O'Block, Charles Woods, Jerry Bergeron, John Fowler, Kevin Stone, Glenn Campbell, Robert Fryery III, and then Justin Fuller, Joshua Parker. Mr. Jorgensen did not start the race. He might have been out there doing the P's and Q's, doing the old 1-2. Knocking it out. How about that? No, your heart is broken. No Saul tonight.
In the world of sim racing, accidents happen. Bro, that was netcode. But was it? Hi, I'm Saul Goodlap, attorney at law and part-time racing expert. And I specialize in defending drivers who absolutely caused that wreck. Your Honor, my client simply experienced netcode. What appears to be contact is merely a difference of opinion between 2 computers. In fact, my client's screen shows a perfectly clean racing line. A beautiful line. An innocent line. If my client didn't feel it, then legally, it didn't happen. We've successfully defended cases involving turn 1 dive bombs, lake blocks, and that one guy who said clear when you absolutely were not clear. And remember, if there's no contact on your screen, there's no contact at all. Call now, because it's never your fault. Saul Goodlap, attorney at law. We turn incidents into racing deals. Attorney not valid in official races. Side effects include denial, replay blindness, and excessive use of the phrase netcode. Results may vary if you're obviously guilty, which you're not.
So good, Lap. Everybody's fan favorite out there. Giving you all the action. We appreciate it. How about it? Your race winner here tonight, Cody Harris, knocking it down. How about that? How about patience and coming to pit road on a caution that I didn't. I was shocked that we didn't see those who were up just ahead of you. I mean, just ahead of you. Not make it happen. But hey, how about that long run race pace? Able to finally work your way back to clean air. You got the pole. You led some laps, and race win here in week 16.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I was annoyed I lost the lead on the start and then just never got control of the race. But then felt like I had good pace, just trying to be patient. It's really hard to pass once you're a few rows back. So then, yeah, when that one caution came, I knew that we would make it on fuel, and the tires really didn't fall off that much or enough that you could make a move. So I wanted to be the first on the strategy and no pitting. And then, because even if there was a caution, I was just going to stay out. And I think clean air would have been king with as many cars as that probably would have stayed out. So yeah, it worked out. And then it just went green there, and patiently worked my way through the field there. And then, yeah, I got it loose a couple times once I got into the clean air. It would start to build loose, but just kept adjusting the brake bias to not spin out of the lead.
You know, that's that was going to be the question I had because you know, I know they added 10% extra horsepower to the cars tonight. You know, the throttle management's big, but I mean, in dirty air, you just build a run and then you have to get over the brake, and then you feel like you have a bubble and you can't go anywhere. But then all of a sudden, you know, you search for that clean air and you get a run there. But the moment you get out front, that all changes because the dynamic of the car just goes. I don't know. It kind of goes a little haywire from a visual standpoint.
Yeah. I didn't do anything else this week, so I don't know what the car felt like with regular power. I didn't notice much difference. I think even the only difference, I feel like the draft runs were bigger, but you still couldn't do anything. You still had to like ship it in on somebody to make a pass. Or if it's my driving style, I usually enter pretty easy, so I was able to, you know, kind of not enter that hard and then build big runs off the corner. So that's kind of my strategy. And this track, I think I won here last year, so this track kind of plays into my driving style a little bit.
Well, that I mean, this is what I was telling Chad earlier. This is actually the last track I got a win at a year ago. So I don't race very often. You know, calling races is sometimes just as much fun as racing them. So, but I remember that you kind of had to settle yourself into the corner and be easy into the corner. It was like running Nashville, but just bigger and higher speeds.
Yeah, you just had to get the car to set. If you missed the entry, then you were kind of along for the ride, or had to really crank a lot of wheel in it. Then I think that's when you would really get loose on exit. Or if you had a lot of wheel in it behind someone, and then they drifted up, you dumped a whole bunch of air on the nose. Then it would, especially off of 1 and then off of 3 tunnel turn, the car felt pretty good. And I think that was my strong suit race in Dillon. I could get through there. It's hard in dirty air, but I felt like I was pretty confident and could go through there pretty quick and always maintain the gap I needed.
Yeah, I watched. We were watching. He had closed down the gap a little bit to you. You know, coming out of turn 1, but I watched this into the tunnel turn. Then you built up a 3/4 of a second, and it was, you know, and then it was smooth sailing because then he got free after that. But you know, it's when they're hot. I know that you guys were good for fuel and just including the pace laps, but you kind of never know if you're having to push too hard, if you're trying to find that extra groove. I was like, man, if he's trying to push him hard here, it makes sense.
I was just trying to manage because you could overheat the right. I think that with the extra power mate, you could overheat the right rear easier. So mine was definitely pretty hot there at the end, but it looked like his was hotter. So I was trying to manage myself through the traffic. You know, the guys that I was quicker than with the fresh, the tires didn't make a lot of difference, I don't think, but yeah, just trying to manage not push too hard through there, and then just manage the gap, to keep the tires on it and not slip a wheel and overheat.
Yeah, this track is one of the tracks that I say is more about drive line than it is about tire wear. I think we've seen it not just only in NASCAR, but just kind of in iRacing in general. You get about a 3/4 of a second fall off, and then that's where you're at.
Yeah, and it got there really quick. So, a few laps, and then if you did get a caution, like I said, I was going to stay out, the tires would cool back down. You'd pretty much match pace, and that was it. So, yeah, it was a fun race. It was nice to finally get some green flag running. I do better with that than all the short runs and, getting stuck in the wrong line on a restart or falling asleep on a restart. Or I did that once, I think the second restart, went from second to fifth. So, got to work on that.
Yeah, well, this is a track that it's so easy to do. I mean, it's such a long straightaway, man.
Yeah, and I've only got a single monitor, and I think where I have my positioning, I can't really see the car out there to when they fire, so I'm trying to look over with the button, and not a great setup there. But
yeah, it happens. You gotta do the thing. Cody, congratulations, man. Week 16 is all yours, man. Pocono, a big win, and a great points day. We were talking about points coming into this race, and just kind of how you guys were, you were stacking up, and you were stacking up the point standings coming in. You were 30 behind Dylan coming into today's race. Right now, you close in 5 of those points. We're getting down to the wire where the regular season championship's going to happen. We got Coronado next week. There's a lot at stake when it comes to being able to make sure that you continue to do that. Mathematically, I think you're green. You just have to. I mean, you have to go through the next basically 10 weeks and make sure you're solid. Road courses coming up too.
Yeah, definitely enjoy the road courses. So those should bode pretty well. So yeah, looking forward to the schedule coming up and see what happens.
Oh, it'll be good, brother. It'll be good. My missus fed me spaghetti, so I have the the sleeper button happening on my butt right now, where you sit down for too long and you go, oh, yeah. And it's Pocono. Pocono just gets, once it gets spread out green, it's find your battles, and there's some good battles out there. All right, brother, give you shout outs, man. You got a victory here, week 16, a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for putting this on, and friends and family for watching, and yeah, it was a good race with everyone.
It'll be good. All right, brother. We'll see you next week, man.
Yep. See ya.
That's Cody Harris. He comes home in victory lane tonight. Doing a pretty phenomenal job of making it happen. I think that he's one of those contenders that you're going to see duke it out for a championship here. Speaking of drivers that are going to be contending here for a regular season championship, Dylan C. Jones comes home in P2 tonight, able to keep yourself with the points lead. Congratulations on trying to duke it out there. Just a little free moment. You were there, and that car said no.
Well, I think I had probably 40% brake bias in it at the time, and it was just sending it on the bottom, trying to get out of dirty air.
Yep.
So we were really going to make up time or wreck, and at least we saved it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was watching you send it into the corner, and that was one of the things I said. I don't know, it's right around 5 laps to go, just kind of watching what you were doing. Just entering in the corner so much harder than what Cody was, and I saw you make up a ton of ground and turn 1, and settle in to try to ride it around the next couple of corners, and then the next time you come around the turn 1, I don't know. It was weird. It was like a weird wake effect, but at the same time, it was. I watched it happen, and I was like, "Hello," made me pucker.
Yeah, I was making ground. I mean, then he figured it out, and as long as he would keep cutting across my nose on exit, especially through the exit of 3, I just couldn't make time anymore on exit. It would just plow the nose because I don't know, good old aero block and iRacing now. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be dealing with it in real life. It's some of the most frustrating thing ever.
Oh, I understand. I know that when we watch, the drivers in NASCAR go at it, they're talking about how just the car just does not feel like it's planted into the ground, and all of a sudden, like, you'll start turning and then it just snaps on you. Like, there's a lot of finesse when it comes to sim racing. But I mean, the real world, that would be just as frustrating, I think, because they had to run double the laps what you guys ran tonight.
I would have preferred that, actually. I like long races, but
That's
we might have been here half the night.
yeah. That'd have been a little long for me. But it was good. But I mean, so what'd you think? What do you think of the little extra horsepower? I mean, it's only 10%, but
It was okay. It definitely changed the car. It would snap on exit, which is something this car usually doesn't do.
Mhm.
So that's fun. I don't know. Besides that, I don't know if it helped the racing or not. I haven't driven this thing on this track with the regular package, so can't really compare.
Well, normally we see runs not be able to be developed. You get that bubble, and from what I've been watching, at least it's I don't know. It seemed like it was a little bit more interesting tonight. Maybe iRacing needs to add that little extra 10% in the officials and let people run with that extra horsepower.
I think NASCAR just needs to add about another 30% in real life.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe we can kill two birds with one stone.
I know, but I know. I mean, the setups could be altered at any point. They could just give you a couple extra. But hey, you know what? Not a bad day. We're going to Coronado next week. What's the game plan there?
What track?
Yeah, the San Diego. The
Yeah.
the new one.
Oh, I didn't even know there's a new track. Can I skip?
I don't. That's not on me. it's the Naval Base Coronado, San Diego. It's taking place at the Chicago Street Course this week because Chicago Street Course didn't renew.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's
You ruined my whole week, honestly.
sorry. I got to call it tomorrow. So
Oh, have fun.
yeah, I'm. Wait, no, you guys go to Dover next week.
Wait, really?
That's what it says.
Oh, we can't be going back to back best tracks on iRacing, can we?
I mean, we could. I love Dover. Okay.
I mean, I do too. My favorites go Pocono, Dover, Indianapolis. So when's Indy?
Pocono's the last track I got to win on. Dover's the first track I ever got to win on.
Those are my three favorite, and probably three most people's most hated. But
yeah,
I think they're great.
I think. Oh no, Dover's fantastic, and it produces. I'm going to say, and this is an unpopular opinion by many, but Dover produces some of the best racing on iRacing. Between that and Chicagoland, literally some of the best racing that I've seen, and Homestead. I do like Homestead for what it's worth.
Homestead is good,
but
and Auto Club if it existed anymore.
I know.
Technically.
Oh my goodness! Wait. Oh, you're gonna make me angry. I'm gonna get mad. I miss that track already.
I do too.
Yep. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna bring a short track."
It was California. They had to ruin everything.
Yeah. Well. We'll give them. Yeah. The NASCAR is going to Naval Base Coronado. I know that this league follows the NASCAR schedule, but on Sim Racer Hub, it says Dover for week 17 for this series. So.
Might be a smart choice. I question my skill level and probably a lot of us to run that track.
Yeah, it'd be good. Dylan, hey, you got a 25-point lead in the point standings leaving today's race. Congratulations on a P2. I know whatever you do going forward, you're trying to vie for that regular season championship.
Yeah, I just need to win a race for once instead of, top three in it.
Well, top three in it's okay. Because have you seen your points lead? Lord. Yeah.
I just let you fill me in.
Yeah. Well, it's let's see, 629, I think is what it is. Now I have to go back to it because I backed up to the overall standings or overall stats for you guys.
If only my screens didn't go at Watkins Glen. Dang it.
Yeah, I know. See, so sorry, 522. You have a 25-point lead over Cody Harris, but over the cutoff line, you have a 149-point lead.
No, we're good there. We're good there.
Yeah. So, and the guy that has been shaking everybody's feather, you have a 67-point lead over. Yeah, Schildhouse.
Good.
You have a 67-point lead over Schildhouse. That's saying a good thing too.
I'm lucky. He keeps making mistakes.
Like not pitting. No, I'm told.
Kind of.
I'm sorry, Schildy. I love you. All right, Dylan, give you shout outs, man. P2 tonight, points lead going into next week.
Just thanks to you guys at Signature and all the guys at SIM500. It's still midway through the season. We still got a great group of guys, and the racing might be getting better here. That was a good race overall, or at least second half.
I like it. Yes, I mean 6 cautions isn't too bad for this track. Maybe did less than NASCAR.
That is true.
I thought it was fun. All right, brother. We'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks, man.
That's the 09 coming home in P2. And let's see it. John Ellis coming home in P3. How about that? The 21 cycling for it. I saw you have to shake and bake back there. I'm just saying. And I know I say that and I go look at your driver photo. And there's exactly how I thought you might have felt at one point during this race. But fantastic job. Congratulations. Came to pit road when you needed to, maximize your pit stop. You came in fuel only.
Yeah. I played the strategy card. It turned out being the right strategy. I mean, I had a fast car, qualified. I don't know where it was. I think I was 6 or 7, somewhere around there. I didn't even mean to make that reference. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But yeah, so qualified good and just, ran up front. Real hard to pass here. That's kind of been the theme each week, just with the package we have currently on iRacing. But still a lot of fun. Was able to kind of work my way up a little bit, and then fall back on some restarts. Just kind of shuffling around, kind of around the top 10 for the first half of the race. And made a mistake on a restart. I didn't realize there was. I got in the back of Eric Arnold, I believe, so I apologize for that. That's on me. I didn't see. It looked like the guy up in front of him was 3 wide going in the tunnel turn, and checked up, to not go into the tunnel turn 3 wide, and Arnold checked up a little earlier than I thought he was going to, and I straight up just plowed him over. So I mean, regardless of the guy checking up in front of him, that's on me. So I apologize to him and anyone else that took out. But ultimately that misfortune was the reason I was able to stick around with the top 3 there, because came to fix damage and put some fresh tires on it. The fall off really wasn't bad. The tires were wearing a lot, but the fall off wasn't bad. So I mean I had I think 7 or 8 laps on a set of tires, and when we got that final caution and I came in and just made a call to take fuel only enough to get me to the end in case it was somehow going to go green, and sure enough it did. I was able to restart pretty close to the front there. I think I got myself back in the top 10 after that call. I then was kind of able to work my way up through the guys on the little older tires, and held off the guys coming on fresh tires for a lot longer than I thought I could.
Right.
Ultimately Cody and Dylan got me with 5 or 10 to go there at the end, but certainly happy with the P3 after wrecking, and even would have been happy with the P3 regardless at this track. First time ever running it in the next gen, so it's a tricky triangle for a reason, man. It's real tricky, especially that tunnel turn, man. Everyone has different break points and different lines you run. It's really easy to get out of shape there. But was able to survive for the most part and got a good point stay finally. It feels like I've been running pretty well week in, week out. Just ultimately find myself on the wrong end of wrecks. Probably more often than not the last 6 weeks or so.
Well, I mean, I think that's one of the factors that we're seeing. I mean, the competition level is so high, you have to adjust on the fly, and I think, with car being the car package being the way that it is for the platform, it's about adjusting to what you can do and what others are doing around you more so than it is adjusting to what the car is doing to the track. In cases like this, but when you get stretched out, you run green, you find yourself in in a positive situation. This is your third top 5 of the season. You have a win, 6 top 10s overall in the first 16 weeks. I mean, we still got 10 races before the regular season shuts down, and then, a 10-race chase after that. You got, and you gain 2 spots. You're 7th in the point standings. So, I mean, you're good with what you have, but, I mean, you can't slack. You have to put your head down and move forward for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gaining confidence each week. Like I said, I've never raced the next gen before this, except for super speedways really before this league. So I've kind of forced myself to run it just to force myself to learn the car. And, I'm glad I did that. I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like I'm getting better and better each week. The results might not always show it, but I think I'm probably running top 10 most weeks, maybe not finishing there, but running there most weeks. And so, just getting more comfortable with the car, understanding it better, learning how to drive it, learning how to drive these tracks, and really, really having fun. And, I'm looking forward to continuing to learn and develop, and hopefully I can put up a fight in the playoffs. There's definitely a few guys in here that are on another level. So if I can get a little better and even compete with them, each week, that'd be pretty fun.
Well, you're doing a heck of a job. I mean, no tires. You came out third. You didn't have a blowout. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I was worried about that. My right front was gone though.
Yeah.
It hit a wall with 10 to go, and Cody and Dylan tracked me down pretty quickly. I couldn't air block them or anything. The tire disadvantage was too much at that point. But obviously still very happy with the P3 result there.
I would be after it's all said and done, able to hook up. John, congratulations, brother. Give you shout outs. Get a P3 finish tonight. Off to whether it's Dover or Coronado next week. Either way, it's still going to be a good race.
Yeah. As always, shout out to you up at the booth, and shout out to everyone that puts this on, man. I'm not really a big league guy. I've really enjoyed running this league, and it's been a blast to get to know everyone. And it's definitely eventful. A lot of people on the radio crack me up, man. It's funny. I think the leagues, just everyone knows each other, and it brings out more rivalries and more banter, and it's something I like, something I'm hoping to get involved in. Although I hopefully don't want to have too many people mad at me, but yeah, I mean, just like I said, shout out you in the booth, and everyone that helps run this league, all the drivers that race in it, and my teammates. I run this with Dylan Jones and Daniel Eberhardt, so we always have a good time week in and week out.
I think that's what matters. If you can do it with some pals, and you can end the race smiling and not with the dumbfounded look going, what? It's a good day. It's a really good day. John, much love, brother. I appreciate you. We'll see you next week, and good luck at the rest of your races this week, sir.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You too. That's the 21 coming home in P3 tonight, and it was a good race, folks. These guys did phenomenal. 6 cautions on the race, and Cody Harris trying to chip away at some points. I was surprised to see that not everybody came to pit road, but they were probably thinking there was going to be another caution. Had to be thinking there was going to be another caution. Even I was thinking there was going to be another caution, and it did not do its thing. So, it is what it is. All of our phenomenal people did not stay at the end here to raid out. You stinking people. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. That's okay. I don't blame anybody. Hey, it was a great race. We appreciate you all. Much love to everybody. As always, thank you to Cook's Landscape Group. Thank you to SIM500. Thank you to all our partner sponsors, affiliates. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Yes. And thank you to Bree. Thank you to Budgie. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Thank you to Amp Racing. Thank you to all that. I'm going to work on the new subathon timer because I can do it through my streamer bot, Budgie. So there might actually be some commands for you that you can help with instead of leaving it up to like another source. So we'll do that. I'm going to do the thing. Did us ask. Thank you for staying. I appreciate everybody sticking around. I do, because I do like rating people. I like, we were having, our concurrent viewers are doing really well on Twitch, and I'm very happy about that. But I want to be able to rate people out at the end. So, we'll do better next time. We'll try to keep everybody enticed to be able to do so. You know what I mean? We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do the Lightfoot Motorsports race in the morning, the Dirt Series race. Budgie will be at the doctor. I will probably be doing a little gaming after that as well. And work on the subathon timer and change some things up. So we appreciate you all. Thank you all very much for continuing to make us a community. I know that we're getting close to the end of the broadcast career, but it is still enjoyable to be able to do this. So we're going to continue to have fun. That's what it's all about. Folks, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Be good, be safe, be kind to this Sport Factor of Life. As always, we'll see you soon.